r/ask Reddit. What are some guy secrets girls don't know about? Sometimes we don't talk to people cause we don't want to intimidate them. I might see a girl with a cool shirt on, but I don't want to make her think I'm coming on to her or something. Rather than freak her out that a 6'6" guy thinks she looks good today, I just leave her alone. Especially if we are on an elevator or something where she can't leave, if she actually is uncomfortable. Sex isn't all we want in a relationship. I'd rather be with someone who understands me, but only does it once in a while than someone who I have sex with every day, but don't connect with emotionally and mentally. Some of us are into things like cooking, cleaning, makeup, fashion, etc. It doesn't necessarily mean we are gay. Please don't tell us to man up. A lot of us were constantly told that growing up, whenever we tried to express ourselves, so you saying it will often bring up bad memories. Men can be abused. Men can be raped. Men also tend to be more suicidal because society tells us we are weak if we try to discuss these things. No, we don't enjoy being raped by a hot girl, and we often don't talk about it because people will often straight up tell us we are lying about it if we do. As an older man, we don't expect you to look like a supermodel as we age together. Yes, at times I do see you as I did 30 years ago, and every wrinkle and flaw disappears. Yes, there are times I see every wrinkle and flaw, and know how you got every one of them. They are beautiful too. Men want to be wanted and desired too. I can count the number of times a woman has come out and either asked me out, or told me she was attracted to me on one hand. And from my understanding, that is a high number. We don't miss hints because we are dense or stupid. We miss them because we have learned the hard way that sometimes it's just a friendly compliment or some such. That embarrassment sticks with you. If you've ever looked at a dude and know wow he's attractive, or I'd like to go out with him, go talk to him. Men love confident women, and even if he doesn't reciprocate you will make his day, or maybe even his year. We really do think your hair is good. It looked good before, and after you got a haircut. It looked good curly and it looked good straight. It looked good when you woke up and when you made it. As long as it's shaped like the hair we gave girls on stick figures when we were 5 years old, we think it looks good. Men can think a woman is hot without being sexually attracted to her. Men can think other men are hot without being sexually attracted to them. Some men can have respect for someone's looks regardless of their sex. It doesn't mean they want to screw that chick or that guy. It just shows a level of appreciation for the way someone looks, or the way they carry themselves. As a favor, I worked on a girl's car one time and got pretty dirty. Afterwards, she asked me if I wanted to come inside and take a shower. I told her no, because I hadn't brought any clean clothes to put on after the shower. She just kinda giggled. Yeah, us guys aren't exactly too bright when it comes to reading between the lines. Not sure if this is universal, but guys usually have at least one pastime for which the process and ritual is just as satisfying, if not more so, than the outcome. One example is my morning espresso. If I'm making it, being interrupted or rushed is very disruptive, to the point where I'd rather not have started it. For others it may be washing the car, barbecue, or shaving. But try to mind when guys are doing something where the means are and end in and of themselves. Being able to fully invest in these gratifying rituals is fulfilling to a surprising degree. There is an unwritten rule of bathroom urinal etiquette that is never taught to young men, but is somehow universally known. When a man enters a public restroom to pee in the urinal, he is to occupy every other available urinal from other urinating men. Meaning, the prime peeing positions are in urinals 1, 3, and 5 if that is available to, and 4 should only be occupied if there are no other choices. We don't literally talk about boobs for hours as some of the folks over at BuzzFeed would lead you to believe. At most it'll be like this. A group of guys are sitting in the den watching the game. One says, "You know who's pretty hot?" Who? Insert celebrity name or name of girl from class or work. "Oh yeah, she's pretty bad." I think I speak for most guys when I say it's awkward to talk about sex in massive detail, and it can get pretty uncomfortable. When we come home from work, we could use some downtime to do nothing. The car ride home does not count. Give us 20 to 30 minutes without unloading. This may be true for everyone, but having a moment to just be dormant on your couch or in front of the TV lets our body and brain say, work is over, and you can put it behind you. It's actually not always so easy to get an erection. Sometimes he's tired, or he's nervous or worried, or he's on meds that make it difficult. Antidepressants are notorious for this, or any number of things. The stereotype is that men are always ready to get up and go, but this is far from true. So don't expect it, and don't be offended when his dick doesn't want to play, even if he does. If we have a goofy hobby and you take interest in it, even the slightest, we love it. I'm a big gamer and my wife, who also games, but not the same ones I play, will often watch what I'm doing, ask about the game, and generally take an interest. Her saying, "Oh, are you looking forward to Anthem?" is really cool, and I appreciate her interest. It's be so easy for her to pay no attention, and her doing so makes a big difference. We always pull the zipper away from our crotch before zipping up. My wife, girlfriend at the time, once reached over to zip up my pants, and I had near heart attack from the instant and real fear that she would zip the tip. We learned to pull the zipper away at a fairly young age, because we don't enjoy zipper tracks on our gentleman bits. When you think you are being clear, you are not being clear. At least 30% of the time a girlfriend tells me about something I'm completely unsure what she really means. I used to think, when I found a girl where that didn't happen, she'd be the one. I now realize that approach is a surefire way to achieve lifetime bachelorhood. Most of us have been sexually harassed or assaulted by the modern definition, like getting your ass or crotch grabbed by someone. And people probably laughed at you when it happened. It bothers most of us, and most of us have probably mentioned it to a close guy friend as a vent or joke. Like, man, that was kinda embarrassing and fucked up if you think about it over beers type thing. But we don't really bring it up. When guys are playing video games, we are oftentimes playing with people we develop deep friendships with, the people we play with all the time. For example, I've never met my best friend in person. However, our parents know the other by name. I wrote him a letter when he was in basic. His sister gave me the address, and I've been playing games with him for 4 years. But since we live so far apart, we are not able to play games with each other every day or even one time a week. So when you are yelling at your boyfriend who's been playing video games with friends for 3 hours, just remember he might be talking to his best friend in real life or people he has been playing games with for years, in addition to not talking to them for maybe a month. We like to be complimented too. Thank us for stuff we do, or just say something nice. It will 100% give the guy a testosterone boost for about an hour or so. Subtle hints do not work. Be direct. We ask for stuff because we want it. We are not mind readers. We say stupid stuff all the time. That's just guy humor. We don't mean any of it, so don't get wound up when you overhear something said in front of brothers. We love our partners to bits, but we also enjoy seeing friends. We balance time between the two, so we aren't choosing them over you. You're going to be there when we get back, so it's a win-win for us. We don't want sex all the time, but we do like it. Not every cuddle has to lead to the dirty deed. If you push it that way, we won't say no, but sometimes it's about the emotional connection. We aren't mind readers, repeating this point, because we are not mind readers. Okay, sweet. At times, guys have ongoing issues that are making them feel depressed or negative. Sometimes, guys act like they are interested in what you are doing or saying just to please you, but in actual fact, they're not that interested, but don't want to be disrespectful. This is because they don't want to make a big deal out of it, because they fear you will turn on them abruptly and this will likely make them feel worse. I've had this problem sometimes, and I tend to stay quiet about it, because I don't know how they will act or respond. They feel like you may change afterwards, and it will affect the friendship or relationship. It's important to ask them if they are okay, and most importantly, listen to them if something is wrong. It's not necessarily guys seeking attention, but more relieving attention. Listen to them as much as you want to be listened to. It can make a huge difference, even if it's something so small.